time now for CenterStage's Hit and Run.
Hit and Run time.
The first time you did this was 10 years ago.
Oh, boy.
So I'm going to say something, first thing that comes to your mind.
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go. Favorite thing about New York City?
The people.
Favorite thing about Southern California?
The weather.
What is your favorite place to eat in New York City?
Valbella.
Of your thousands of guests, who is the zaniest or most unpredictable guest?
Dana Carvey is pretty wild.
He does a good Regis.
Yes,
Doesn't he?
No, she scared me. Stop that. Michael K. jumped out at me.
Now, you've seen and worked with many great comedians.
Yeah.
Who made you laugh the hardest?
Don Rickles.
All the time?
All the time. In fact, you know, some of the stuff that Don uses, I mean, I've heard for years now, but my God, when he delivers it, it's just terrific.
The person you never interviewed that you would have loved to have interviewed?
Well, I tell you right now, and I hope she doesn't get offended again, but Barbra Streisand would be a terrific interview. And I think she's one of the last remaining great stars we have in our business.
Now, that's your final answer?
Yes!
Because I have read that you wanted to really interview Cary Grant.
Oh, well, he's dead now. Have you heard? He may be good at baseball, but movies, he don't know. No, you're right. I wanted to interview Cary Grant. And so when I took over the Steve Allen show, there was one kid left over. And he said, I'm Marshall Lichterman, Regis, and I'm here to serve you. What can I do for you? What is the one thing you want? I said, well, this kid's dynamite. I said, you know, Cary Grant has never been interviewed by anybody. Why don't you call him? As a joke to myself and see if you can get him. Well, he gets Cary Grant on the phone. And he says, Cary Grant was very nice, and he wishes you well, but he doesn't do interviews. I said, well, that's good. But I didn't know that Marshall Lichterman continued to call Cary Grant. Week after week, he would get him on the phone. And so I said to Marshall, you must never call Cary Grant again as long as you live. I'm so embarrassed about you calling, but Cary Grant would have been great.
All right, best or most inspiring ND football coach? Leahy, Parsegian, or Holtz?
Gosh, now that is a tough one. Those are the three guys that I love, and they were all great inspirational, motivational speakers. Let me talk to Tom Gatewood. Tommy, did you hear that question?
Yes, I heard it.
What's the answer to that one?
Well, I'm prejudiced.
To who?
I played for Parsegian.
Absolutely. See, whoever you played for, but I was there for all three of them. Not that I played. But anyway, I can't answer that.
All right.
Leahy, Holtz, and Parsegian. Believe me, Michael, they were the greatest.
Best advice anyone ever gave you, and what was it?
You could have anything you want in this life. You've only got to want it bad enough. Now, do you really want it? That's what that Major Flake said to me years ago.
Favorite moment in your career?
Oh, I think some of those moments on The Millionaire Show. Yeah. I mean, you know,
You saved the network.
That's what I read it again in the paper.
Yeah.
Maybe he's right, too. Michael Starr over at the Post.
Yeah.
I wanted that show because the fact that somebody could walk in off the street and become a millionaire if they answered 15 questions was unheard of in that time, you know? And so I pleaded and I cajoled and I finally got the show, and I think that was it.
Favorite late night snack?
I like a little cheese on a Ritz cracker.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right, final thing.
Yeah, here we go.
If you were trapped in a foxhole,
Uh-oh.
what person would you want there in with you to help you get out?
Well, it would have to be one of those two Marine majors that I met years ago who had been through 2 wars and were proud to serve, and just terrific characters to be involved with. Some of the people resented them because they were, you know, such aggressive guys. But I thought they were great guys, and if I had to be in a foxhole, it'd be with either one of them. And maybe you, if you
Really?
if you can lose a few pounds and let me get in there with you.